She was like, are you for real? He's like, you're putting this out.
Yeah. Okay. I'm waiting for you to tell me to suck a D.
No. I would never tell you to suck a dick. Unless you want, I mean, you should. I'm rooting for you to suck a dick, but I'd never be like, suck a dick, Zach Sang. I'd be like, suck a dick, Zach Sang.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Suck a dick. You should. I think it'd be fun for you.
Thank you.
But
I need to.
what was I going to say? You do.
It's time. It's been 25 years.
It's been 25 years.
I've done nothing.
We're going to find one.
I'm still.
Tommy had one. Where's that thing, Tommy?
The finger.
The finger.
That big old finger.
You can practice on that. We'll talk about it after.
Will you? Only if you give me notes.
I'll help.
Thank you so much.
I'll help.
So
I'm not. We'll talk about it later. Thank you. It was very funny. He was like, damn, on the first one, huh? And I was like, I mean, I went kind of in order. No, but yeah, he was very supportive. He loved it. Ricky loved it. He was like proud, but Ricky was like, why did I get the worst line? And I was like, what do you mean? He was like, everyone else's line is so nice, and mine is like, man, f him, he's trash. I was like, nah, I could have said that. I could have said, well, some songs about Ricky, never mind, he's trash. I was like, I could have said that.
That would have really.
But I didn't. I said, now I listen and laugh. Because it didn't work out.
The song that he was in there, James Dean, Look in His Eye, that was about him, wasn't it?
Moonlight?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I remember
Good
that.
times, Victoria. Remember that?
Man.
Remember that phone call? Remember that sleepover? I left Tommy and Victoria's at like something in the morning and came back at 10 a.m. and Peter was there laying strings.
Yeah.
We've had some very crazy times. Beautiful. It's beautiful. It's my mom's favorite. And it is really beautiful. I think it's just like, I don't listen to that one.
What song do you listen to the most?
I think I listen to all the other ones.
Except for Ghosta.
Yeah.
What is that about for you? Okay.
Next.
Got it. Thank you, next.
Thank you, next. I don't remember any of it.
What?
I was drunk the entire time we made this out. I'm not kidding.
Is that how you vocal produce the best?
I don't know. I don't remember anything. I shit you not.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding. They're one and the same to me. And music is all I really am here for. Like, that's all I really care about. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
I mean, other than, like, y'all. But, like, it's like, you know what I mean? I view them as the same thing because it's not work to me. Like, it's like, I end up at the studio bothering them and imposing on their sessions. I took you with me last night.
Yesterday.
Every night, literally, I just end up bothering them and I end up in the studio. I felt really badly last night because I couldn't keep my mouth shut. I was like sitting in the corner in Zara's session and just enjoying her singing, and she sounded beautiful, and I love what y'all wrote. It was amazing. And I was like, try this. And like adding harmonies, and I was like, Ariana, you're not supposed to be here. Have a life outside of this. I was like, also like, Ariana, what if Zara doesn't want you helping contribute and adding harmonies to her record? I was like, Ariana, leave. Why are you stalking these people? Like, just go home and stop.
It's music.
I just want to be around music all the time. Authenticity and like fun and just like realness and kindness and caring and funniness. It's just a really good group of people.
I see that in all of you. And you guys have been through so much together.
No clout chasing birds here.
Ooh.
I don't want you in my bloodline.
You scared me. I thought you were talking to someone below the desk and you said bloodline.
I'm whispering to myself.
I'm sorry.
Hello. Bloodline. I can't continue my bloodline without hooking up with somebody. Bloodline.
Oh?
Really
Yes.
powerful record. Starts with Nona. Does
Yes.
that record start with that soundbite, or does it come afterwards?
Starts.
Got it.
Yeah, it starts with Nona.
Because she's instilling wisdom. Mm-hmm. Serving it up hot.
She actually was talking about a hearing aid in that audio. She was talking about a hearing aid, and wow, she can't find anything to satisfy her. Like, leave, because my mom's like, you need a f***ing hearing aid. And Nona's like, Joan, she's like, I don't like it. I can't find something to satisfy me. Ugh. And like, my mom was driving her crazy. And so that's what that audio was about. But I was like, this kind of applies to my life. So I'm just gonna stick it at the beginning of Bloodline. Also because Nona is the queen and the matriarch of the Bloodline. And
Truth.
so, yeah.
Right?
Thank you.
You know, it's worth something to so many.
I don't think I like the word bloodline. I'm discovering right now.
No, it's
Every
me
time
saying
you're
it.
like, you have a valuable bloodline. I picture like my
Your veins?
house having like a big stockpile of blood in the frozen like chamber next to Lafayette's bed.
Naturally. But really, it's
I'm not funny. Go on.
even consider somebody to even come close to the bloodline.
Well, I'm not. Yeah. I mean, it's closed for renovation.
Got it. Until
All
further
of me.
notice.
Until further notice. Yeah. But
Makes sense.
But I'm sure one day when that conversation, when I'm ready to reapproach that part of life, that'll be a serious consideration. Will be, who do I want in my bloodline? Max Martin?
Yeah. Who deserves it?
Like, Savin, who do we want in my bloodline?
Yeah.
Good.
I can stare at you and without a smile and be okay.
Okay, good. Yeah, it's definitely something that sucks to do.
Yeah. Everybody's had to do it at one point in their life.
Mm-hmm.
What happens? Anything like that.
My mom doesn't like that song.
Why? What?
Because, well, she likes the sound of it, obviously, but it just like is kind of masochistic.
Okay. How so?
Because it's like, ooh, yeah, we're fighting and it's hot. I hate it, but I love it. It's like my favorite song, but it's also like, let's not let that be a thing in your life again. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, I don't love it when we make up.
Is it
Let's stick to our guns here and respect ourselves. That's how my like subconscious has been talking to me since that. I literally been listening to it in the car and I'm like, oh God, I love this song, but I hate myself. You know what I mean?
But that's the reminder.
Like, oh, this record is so good, but also like I hate that part of myself.
But it
bangs though.
But it's listening to it and putting in music that kind of prevents you from doing it again. It's like hearing on repeat a cautionary tale. Am I crazy in saying that? That you're just reminded of like what you did wrong, so you don't do it again.
Yeah.
Good as is, and then you.
Daniel, did you get your call that you just got? Okay. I didn't care who it was. I just wanted to say Daniel. Sorry. Keep going, Zach. Sorry. Inside joke. Somebody said that to us one time. Can I tell a story?
Yes,
Can I please? I'm not going to name a name, but can I say it? And we can cut it out if you guys tell me after this that we have to cut it out.
No, go
oh my God, please, can I?
Please do.
We're playing Monopoly.
Oh gosh.
Off to a bad start.
Yeah.
We're playing Monopoly. This was like how many years ago?
Like, it was like 2.5, 3.
2.5 years ago, 3.
Something like that.
We're playing Monopoly. Mikey is doing really well with the reds. He had the red Monopoly.
Going crazy.
And I had every other Monopoly on the board. I had literally every other property there is to have, and no one was landing on anything.
Yeah, because you
somehow
own.
they would roll 45s every time and just go right back around to the reds. And he was rolling in the dough. Anyway, that has nothing to do with the story. I'm still bitter about it though.
It's important.
The first person out was one of the people that we like used to hang out with and work with, and I'm sorry. You can cut this out. I'm so sorry.
Go.
And he was like, whatever, I'm gonna go hang with my real friends. And we were all like, what the fuck? We were like, whoa, is it that serious? And he did. And he left. And he hung with his real friends. And that's how I discovered who my real friends were. And that's how everyone here discovered who was a real friend.
Week in time. It's
Are they
special.
friends?
This is different though, because it's like my family.
I was just gonna say that. But that's how real this album means to you, but also to everybody in this room.
Man, yeah.
It's the power
I know
of
I'm in
music.
good hands because Taylor slept over a couple times, and she does not like sleeping over because I sleep with Piggy Smalls and I sleep with my dogs, and they're loud, and she doesn't like it. Right?
Nope.
It's really
That
funny.
pig was in the bed. She said, "Oh, oh,
Piggy started like crawling up, and Taylor was like, I'm so upset and scared.
The origin. Who came up with it? Who noticed what in Ariana? What was it?
Taylor, right?
yeah." Taylor just went in the booth one time and just went off with melodies.
And then it was like,
and you
that's
were
it.
like,
Yeah.
yeah. And then the lyrics just flowed because,
She was saying Needy from the way beginning.
yeah.
I remember her like laying vocals, and Needy was always like in there, and I was like, Sorry, I have to stop making that face because last time I was on the show, I made that face a lot, and then I had to see it online a lot, and I really didn't like it. My eyes were like out of my head, and I was like, Ariana, be less expressive.
Needy. Is that record about you being needy or the people you're with being needy?
Me being needy.
Do you feel like, were you able to acknowledge that in yourself? Moments when you were feeling needy?
Yeah.
Do they bring that up or do you realize it on your own?
I think it's just, something that you listen to it and you feel it and it's there and it's, something we all feel sometimes. I'm sorry.
No, it's
I always
the
get
truth.
loopy in this room after a certain amount of time because it's really hot in here. This happened last time we did our interview too. We got really loopy halfway through. Sorry, I won't get loopy this time.
Well, to be fair,
yeah, no, I'm a needy.
What do you need today that you didn't? What's different about your needs today than they were before?
Well, it's all emotional need. It's all like wanting for healing and love and affection and like feeling, good enough and special enough and wanting to fill that void. It's needy in that way, not like superficial greed.
I understand.
Good, you think somebody has it. Everybody feels that.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen. What lyric to you?
We live in such a fake time. I'm so sorry.
Nobody
We live in
knows the
such a f***ing phony, fake, fakey, fakerson time where people are so funny, like on Instagram and everything, and it's just like, you know what I mean? It's just like,
between filters.
it's so rare. It's just like, it's nothing.
Nobody's in
Everybody
reality.
just wants the same thing. Everybody just wants to like feel appreciated and loved and snuggled and approved of and celebrated and whatever. You know what I mean? Like, you're so good at tying it back in when I go off the rails. Thank you.
I talk highly of opened up almost all of it.
Well, thank you. I've opened up as much of it as I can, I think,
I mean,
at this point.
wide open.
But I also think that's why people
Ooh.
escape in
Sorry,
it.
that gave me chills.
Wide.
I don't like wide
Okay.
open. Sorry, that made me nervous.
Honest.
That made me pass out. Well, being, I guess,
You,
whatever the I am.
yourself.